New tournament just dropped on Underdog called the German Shepherd. They like to name them after dogs. I am wearing my hat. I'm also wearing a cutoff shirt. Super classy. This has been open for 12 hours. There's already been 9,000 people in. It's a smaller league. Something like, let's see, 8,000 people in. Max is like 20,000. Entrance, 20. You could do 20 entries into this. I'm not gonna done about 30, 35 of the super flexes. I think I'm done with those. I got the 4th pick. I am happy with that. Let's get it going. I've been playing these a little safe and then make the playoffs, but you got to kind of do some ballsy moves to advance. We'll see if maybe I can not be such a bitch and take some reaches. Maybe try to stack my players a little more. There we go. All right. I've only been doing super flex for a while, so this will be a little different. Definitely wait on quarterback very long here. Give me my CJ Stroud. Probably gonna take a little break after this week from drafting. I've already drafted some crazy number of 60 teams. I like to do the early ones and then take a break and then do the rest of my best balls, in August when the season's getting ready to start. A lot of good values to be had. A lot of certain situations. Like I had DK Metcalf in a lot of places. Now his ADP is rising, but I like where I got him earlier. Take Jefferson here. Pound that wide receiver room. Very standard to start. Maybe someone will reach on like Joe Burrow. That'd be cool. Reach on him. Pretty much Gibbs and CD will be 5 and 6 in every draft. That's why 7 is what I find is the least ideal pick because you're stuck with the best of the rest, which is Puka, Neighbors, St. Brown, Genty, McCaffrey. Any one of those guys could go from 7 to 13. That's why you really want that top 6 pick, or you want the end, 11 or 12. Here goes Neighbors. Kind of who I favor at 7. Or Puka. Probably going to do 1 or 2 tonight. We'll see how it goes. See who watches. Last time I said that, I ended up doing 4. And it was like a 2-hour and 20-minute stream. So I do have enough beers to last, which is the key. You can't run out of fuel. Drafting fuel. Tackling fuel. Shout out, Waterboy. My wife's already done about 2 or 3 of these. She's actually more of a degenerate than I am. She learned from me, though, apparently, because I end up drafting the back end of her team. She'll do the first half, and then once the 10th round, she just hands me the phone. Nothing too crazy here to start out. I had the 4th pick. We're really going to hammer wide receiver here. I'm going to wait really long on quarterback on these drafts. Coming off doing super flex drafts, too, where you have to get 2, top 22 guys, ideally. You can just wait and just wait. Get Stroud or JJ McCarthy or something. There's Brock Bowers at 14. I just don't understand it. This is not PPR. People keep on doing it. I'll never get it. Not for it. He needs to catch at least 8 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns, and make that a worthwhile pick. And I just don't think he has that in his repertoire. Maybe they want to get the Geno Brock Bowers stack. Up in 3 picks. Really open. Here, man. I was hoping Drake London fell back to me, but he is far gone. T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson. We're gonna take Josh Jacobs. People have been sleeping on Jacobs this year. I don't know what they're looking at, but he had 300 touches last year. That offense was broken. Mostly because Jordan Love was broken, but they're going to be better this year. All the goal line work, solid receiving game. I feel like he should go closer to Henry than where he does. Henry wins at 16. They should be close. I know Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry, but you know what? Derrick Henry doesn't catch any passes, and he gets game scripted off the field in certain games. Josh Jacobs just plays. That's all that guy does. Rashee Rice at 25. That is super early. Super early. Up in 2 picks. Got to go receiver here. Take any of these 3 guys. People are kind of getting scared about the Terry McLaurin news. Not me. Not I. I'm going to go aggressive and take Marv. Big Marvin Harrison fan. I feel like the hate's gone too far. Bad rookie year. Hey. I would show you on the thing, but you're not wearing very appropriate clothing for YouTube. You're not naked, but if you were, maybe people would actually watch. So you want to just come? By the way, my wife is almost naked. I can. Whoa! Oh, no, I'm not going to show it. I can't do. I could actually do it right now. I can see you. Anywho's, go back to the board. Sorry. Thinking about it, I should take a McLaurin. I do like McLaurin. McLaurin and Jefferson are so steady, but I love the upside of Marv. He's got to get more than 116 targets this year. He has to. And he caught eight touchdowns on those. Kyler just sucks is the thing. But, the touchdowns are going to be there. He does count to a touchdown player. Give me 150 targets with Marvin Harrison, and you're looking at a top 10 receiver. At least that's my belief here. Tyreek Hill. Lamar goes ahead of Josh Allen. I've been seeing that a lot. I don't get it. Just mostly because this is best ball, and who's more likely to miss 4 games? It's not even close. Lamar does it almost every year. Josh Allen has never missed a game ever in his career. And, if he runs a little less, he's less likely to miss time. He's still going to run. They try to rein him in every year. I think they've stopped even telling him that. Because what does it matter? Man's a fucking tank.
People are betting on eventually it's going to happen.
Yeah, law of averages. I understand that, but he's also 250 pounds, and he plays hurt. Lamar is not really in the business of playing hurt unless it's the playoffs, and we've seen how that works. There goes Jaden Daniels. So the quarterbacks are gone. I'm up in 3 picks. Nope. Jameson Williams, DK Metcalf. I had the 4th pick. So far, Justin Jefferson, Josh Jacobs, Marvin Harrison. I said I was going to go aggressive, and I kind of just go safe. Okay. I'm going to take my man. Take him all the time. Can't stop taking him. DK Metcalf. 3 solid receivers. I might take 2 more. Doesn't matter to me. I'll take 5. The first 7 picks, and then just wait to the end. We do need a running back. Marion Hampton at 44. That is just a little too early for my liking. I like his late season outlook, and I think he's going to be solid, but taking him over Joe Mixon just seems silly. Jalen Waddle at 47. I always pass on Hunter. And one of these guys, Mixon at 52. There goes Joe Burrow ahead of Jalen Hurts, huh? I'm still not going to take a quarterback. I am just going to wait on quarterback. Well, he took him because he had Jamar Chase. The T. Higgins team could have taken him at 47, but they took Jalen Waddle. See if that bites him. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Fucker took.
Just reach for that.
Yeah, they do. Fucker took my Zay Flowers. I got Pickens or Ridley. I think I'm gonna go Pickens. Or I could take Mixon, but I like to push the running back and quarterback to the end. There goes Hurts. We're gonna take George Pickens here. Liking this receiver room. There goes Calvin Ridley, George Kittle. Yeah, I don't know. This guy's team next to me, I don't know what he's doing. Just the reach on Hampton and then early tight ends. It's just, I don't. Not a good strategy. Early quarterback can work out. And you only take 2. But this guy has the I could see him taking like 3 tight ends in this team. Even though he has Kittle. People do that all the time. And it's like a waste of a pick because if you're going to take 3 tight ends, why are you spending a 5th round pick on a guy that should be in your lineup almost every week? All you need is 10 points from your tight end. And you're fine. Especially if you don't use a lot of draft capital. That's why I like to wait. You know, take your Kate Ottens of the world and your Schultz and those guys. And just, if you take 3 guys late, you're not spending a lot of capital. And all you need is just a touchdown a week. You know, it will suck when there's a week where all 3 of them score a touchdown and there's 3 weeks where none of them do. But there's a world where the Jenga pieces fit and they all score a touchdown in 3 consecutive weeks. And you're getting low-end tight end 1 production from a position you didn't invest anything in. Kamara at 59, that seems high. Joe Mixon fell to 57. Monty at 61. That is, the running backs are going way early. Wow, he took him 20 picks early. Let's see what I'm looking at here. Oh, there's still some dudes. There's some guys. Where am I looking at to get Mahomes? I'm not going to get him unless I falls to be at 93. I'm very bullish on him this year, as every year, but the price point is there. What's wild is quarterback 6 and tight end 6 are so far away from tight end 5 and quarterback 5. It's like I don't think the gap is that great between Kelsey and Hawkinson and Mahomes and Burrow. I really don't. Up in 1 pick.
Who's pizza?
Huh?
So who's pizza?
Pizza?
Who's Pizza King?
Oh, I don't know why. Debo.
I don't know, because somebody's in your chat and said, do CD Lamb.
Oh. I don't see the chat here. Oh, that's why this isn't going. My bad. I haven't been looking at the chat. Apologize. We're going to take Travion Henderson, a guy I haven't taken a lot of. But I am down with that.
Who is that?
Give me a second. Having a little difficulty. I wasn't looking at this. Can't even see the chat for some reason. This is not working out in my favor. Not liking that Henderson pick. I don't know what I was doing. I could have got fucking Caleb Johnson next round. Laporta. You know, I might do that. What?
Ben.
What did he say? You call me Amish?
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. This is stupid. This is stupid. Why? Why? It's really pissing me off. Oh, my enemy, Sam Laporta. Do I reach on Mahomes? Nope, not going to do that. I'm going to take one Sam Laporta. Hate taking the early tight end, but I feel like it's later than he should go, at least. 2 running backs. I have 4 receivers. I'm waiting on quarterback anyway.
Look, Ben said Laporta.
Yeah, he loves that. And what is going on here?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I never like taking Sam Laporta. All right, I finally got it going. Sorry about the chat. Pizza King, sorry I missed your little chat. I was not going to do CeeDee Lamb ahead of Justin Jefferson. It's tempting. Very tempting.
There's only one person here now. It might be just me.
Is it?
Yeah.
It might just be you.
Ben left you?
I don't know. He's getting a divorce.
What?
Checo at 82.
Oh, there's 3.
Thanks. So quarterbacks fall. Mahomes is still available. Now that would be a dream. Goes to Cooper Kupp at 85. Darnell Mooney, 84. You usually go a lot later than that, like 100. I think he goes in like high 90s.
You take Mooney over Mahomes.
You would? You take anyone over Mahomes. Don't be hating. Oh, he said hat really brings the Amish out of you, not me not knowing how to do the chat. And yes, the hat does bring the Amish out of me.
Mahomes single-handedly fucked me some days.
Mahomes does fuck you. He's got a very potent penis. Yeah.
You're the frog.
Well, frogs have very potent penises.
No, they don't.
I hear they do.
Oh.
Michael Pittman at 90. Injury news isn't scaring anyone off. Up in 1 pick, I have 2 guys on my queue. Oh my gosh, Mahomes fell to me. That is sinful. Sweet. Jordan Mason falls back to me here. I will do a little jig for you. Right there. Tight end. That makes up for my last 2 shitty picks of Henderson and Laporta. 93 for Mahomes. I don't know if you can do that, but 93 for Mahomes. Now watch, all the quarterbacks are going to go. Appreciate that. 8th round, end of the 8th round for a guy that's got a little FU in him now. People are talking shit, saying he sucks, like you.
I miss Ben.
One thinks he sucks. You do?
Yeah.
Well, say it in the chat.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's in here, but he'll appreciate that. Patrick Mahomes at 93. Now, how can I correlate him?
No, I can't say that because then I gotta say story too. So I'm not doing
I don't think Story's in here. I mean, whatever. There goes Justin Fields ahead of Baker Mayfield. Taking Shaheed, or do I take Kelsey? Man, I really hate doing this. I really hate doing this. I have Laporta. I gotta take Shaheed. I wanted to take Kelsey. That's the problem with taking Laporta. That would have been a nice combo. But we'll take the 5th receiver there. Receiver room is looking real strong right now. Shahid is my 5. Pickens is my 4. Pretty balanced team. The running backs are definitely a problem. But I am not worried about that going forward.
Ben called him Kermit the Frog too.
Well, I don't care. What, you wouldn't be excited to draft him at 93?
No,
I mean, okay.
He's rude.
What? He's had a couple bad statistical years, and in those years he's won this. Those are bad years. Those are bad years for fantasy. But there's also an outcome where like they're not that good this year, and they win 10 games, which is bad for them, and he has a good statistical year. Or they win 14 games again, but I promise you, if they win 14 games again, he's not going to throw 27 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he still screwed me every fucking
Yeah,
game.
he screwed everyone last year, and I thought last year he was a value. But like, there's a point where he goes too late, and now he doesn't have to throw 35 touchdowns to be a value. If he throws 32 touchdowns, it's fair, because he does offer some rushing upside. Hating on Mahomes, and like, I get it's easy to hate on him. There goes Baker. There goes Kyler. So pretty much at Mahomes, I took Mahomes at 93, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks have gone in the next 10 picks. So I love that. There's another one, Brock Purdy. You want to always start runs in fantasy. You don't want to be the one at the end of the run, the end of the tier. And I don't know. I mean, I do love Justin Fields in fantasy, but like, I'm not going to take Justin Fields over Patrick Mahomes. That's just like, last year we had this conversation of Anthony Richardson over Mahomes, which actually, think about it, you might have been better off taking Richardson, because if you take Mahomes, you kind of just rolled with him all year, and you just got 2 touchdown passes, maybe a game.
So what I'm hearing is you basically want to leave me and Ben for Patty Mahomes.
He's got a lot of money. I mean, yeah. Like, I'm not into getting fucked, but Mahomes can fuck me.
Ew.
Get to live in his mansion?
He has one?
I'd hope he has a mansion. He lives in Kansas City. Pretty cheap. I think he actually lives in Kansas City. He's one of those guys, like, that's not going to go, like, to his hometown. God knows where he's from. I don't know. Where do frogs live? Fucking Lagoon? He's Lagoon, Georgia. It's a sweet hometown. Who took Kelsey? Did Kelsey go? Yeah, he went. This guy took Kelsey and Jonnu Smith. It's actually a pretty strong tight end room when you wait. Up in 3 picks. Let's see what I'm looking at here. Still only have the 2 running backs. Wide receiver room steady. These guys are cruising. Zach Charbonnet is a possibility. I'm going to go ahead and cue him. Rashad Bateman, Kyle. I'm going to take Kyle Williams, because I love Kyle Williams this year. I keep on just waiting on running back. Kyle Williams is my 6. If I can make up running back with some guys I like, I'm going to like this team. If I can't, it's going to be a shit. Because Marion Henderson is not necessarily going to come in and light the world on fire the first couple weeks. 124, 141, 148. Can't bank on getting Benson, Davis, or Spears at 148. So, man, I'd love to get Charbonnet here. Or Spears. Not going to take a quarterback because I have Patty. Start reaching on some running backs, I think. Fine with that. Likes on this video, I'll do another draft. It's funny because the big dogs are like, if I get 250 likes on this video, I'll do another one. I just want 5. 5. That's pathetic. I have 2 likes. You gave me one?
No.
That doesn't count. You don't fucking count. Don't tell me that.
Ew.
I'm not saying you don't count, but like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Zach Charbonnet just fell back to me. Yay! So you get the likes. There, Zach Charbonnet. That is nice. I haven't actually been drafting much of him.
Who?
Charbonnet.
You were all about him.
I am all about Charbonnet, but I honestly like Spears, Benson, and Davis better than him in terms of their role in the. I don't know what Charbonnet's role in the offense is going to be with and healthy.
That's because you stole Spears from me.
Oh, I stole him. I told you about Spears.
No.
Last year I did.
This year, I'm all
Saying
about
healthy Kenneth Walker. I don't know. I think Charbonnet's role is going to be lower than Spears. Thank you. Yes, so many. Spears, Benson, and Davis will have a better role than Charbonnet will. The difference is Kenneth Walker he's a tiny dancer for one, but he's injury prone. So, like, he's more likely to get hurt than the other guys, even though James Cook is holding out right now. So, like, that's the Davis appeal, is that, like, they could literally release James Cook, and they wouldn't because they're a Super Bowl contender. But they can release him with no hit. No hit.
To you.
Great pick with Henderson. That's the one I didn't like, so cool. Oh, he also loves Ohio State, so.
Oh.
Fucking asshole. So I don't know how much I actually take it with a grain of salt thing. I love him, the player. I don't know. Ramondre Stevenson's a good player. He just has fumble issues, and I don't know like what that new regime is going to think of.
You were all about him last year.
I was all about him because he was going RB23, and he was the only guy in town. And Antonio Gibson is a knucklehead, but
So
Gibson played well last year.
This year.
Who am I all about this year? Well, I haven't done redraft yet, so who am I all about this year? I have to look at my shares. I don't know. You know who I'm drafting. You tell me. Who am I drafting this year?
Well, who you're confident with?
Chickaconquo, tight end 28.
Seriously.
That doesn't work for redraft, though, because he's not on the radar. All about Trey Benson this year.
You are.
I love him. I'm going to have him in every draft I can. Like, all my redrafts. I'm warming to Chris Olave a lot. The concussion issue sucks, but when you take him in the 7th round, like he's an elite player, and they're going to be getting their brain beaten in half the time.
You said something new. You gotta say.
Gonna end up being your RB1, you bum. What? Who is my RB1? You know, my fucking team. Josh Jacobs? You're saying he's my number one over Josh Jacobs? Get the hell out of town. Get out of town. Ooh, Trey Benson's available.
Oh, no.
And
Josh
Rashad
Jacobs
White.
Was pretty spooky, scary ghost man last year.
Last year he was awful the first 6 weeks, and then he was like the third RB3 the rest of the way. So that son of a bitch took Trey Benson. Very upset about that. Oh shit.
No, for the Patriots. That's what he said.
Oh, for the Patriots, yeah, that's cool. I get that. I don't know if that necessarily translates. I mean, it should because their win total is super high. Drake May is a beast. Like, they're going to be good. Like, the upside is he becomes a poor man's version of Jahmyr Gibbs, right? With a lesser version of David Montgomery leading that, like, goal line work. And if they don't David Montgomery is trusted by the coaching staff, and, like, they trust him too much, if anything. They don't trust Ramondre Stevenson, and the quarterbacks are getting real thin. So, do I take C.J. Stroud, or do I take Isaiah Likely? Maybe this decision will be made for me. But I took Laporta, so I'm going to go ahead and take C.J. Stroud, who I feel like is probably one of the most underrated players in fantasy this year. Considering last year he was going as quarterback 5 or quarterback 6, and this year he's going at quarterback 23. And not a lot has changed. His weapons have changed a bit, but his offensive line is going to be better. So, yes, look at that. And the run. There goes the run. I'm so glad of that. McCarthy, Bryce Young, Tua all went after him. So, we're cool with that. We are cool with that one right there. Go to the team real quick. Someone took Tillman super early. Mahomes and Stroud, two undervalued darlings in my mind. Not offering a lot on the ground, but how do you feel about Nick Chubb to Houston? Ben says. I don't think it changes anything. You know what's weird is I was drafting a little bit of Woody Marks because they drafted him kind of to be like the change of pace, and I totally forgot about Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce has some really good games. Nick Chubb, I think, is just a kind of a culture guy. Bring him into a possible championship team. A little insurance for Joe Mixon. I don't think it affects Joe Mixon at all. I think they're not bringing him in to not have him make the team because obviously he passed the physical. I love Nick Chubb. Terrible landing spot for Nick Chubb in terms of fantasy. He's not taking Joe Mixon's workload. They pay Joe Mixon. They're going to run Joe Mixon into the fucking ground. So I was really hoping he'd go to a team, even a team like the Saints. Not saying they have championship aspirations or even playoff aspirations, but I could see him stealing work from Alvin Kamara. I can't see him stealing work from Joe Mixon. The Bears would have a good spot for him. That's not happening. They could still bring in J.K. Dobbins, which I don't want them to bring in J.K. Dobbins. I know J.K. Dobbins had a good year last year. He's still cooked. He's 26 years old, but man, I could average 4 yards a carry on the Chargers. Brenton Strange is available. I need a second tight end. I don't like anyone else here. I do like Jalen Wright, though. I think I can wait and get Jalen Wright in the next round. I'm going to take this Strange man here. Kind of getting overlooked in fantasy. He has the same bias, Sam Laporta, so that's fucking genius. I might take a third tight end if I have to, but I do think he outscores. If there's a zero I get in week 8, I think he outscores what my other guy would get, whoever that was. Give me Jalen Wright. And I can kind of probably stop my running back room. This is a tough build. It's either 5 or 6. Usually I go six running backs, 8 receivers, depending on where I invest. This might have to be a 6. It's close because I don't necessarily believe in Henderson. Man, running backs are going. I would take Rico Dowdle though, if everything fails. I don't think I need 8 receivers in this team. I think I'm good with 7. And I'm not taking a third quarterback, so. One rule of thumb for fantasy in best ball, do not take 3 in these 18-round drafts. You cannot take 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. It just doesn't work. That means you're going with 6 running backs and 6 receivers, 12 for that total. Don't do that. You got to choose one of the onesie positions to go 3 with. And I got Jalen Wright, so that's cool. Big fan of Jalen Wright. He almost came out and admitted he was not taking last year serious as a rookie because he went pretty high. I think it was end of the second, early third to the Dolphins last year. It had to be second round. He was like a top 3 running back prospect. And he said he just didn't put the work in both physically and mentally. And I think that's a green flag when a player admits to those things, right? Like they wouldn't if they're in denial, they won't admit to it, and they'll just say it was whatever, an injury or the scheme wasn't working or they didn't give enough work. Like he's owning it. And they brought in another rookie, Ollie Gordon, who I kind of like out of Oregon State, but Jalen Wright is the number 2 there, and I know he's the handcuff there. And whether they're going to work in Ollie Gordon a little bit, then it's going to suck for Jalen Wright because he's going to get 4 touches a game. But this Dolphins offense has juice. It has. Build a Bukkake crew always in the wide receiver room. Hey, a Benny boy, what's up, man? He likes the Bukkake crew. I do like to do that. I wouldn't call this a Bukkake crew, but there's some dudes. There's some guys. Oh, I think I need to take a third tight end, though, which I am never a fan of doing. I'm just going to put some guys in the queue. I'm getting a little drunk here that I like. 3 picks left. This could be a really good spot for Blake Corum on this team. 1 of 6 running back that has some upside that, I don't need him to actually score points unless he's starting. I don't need a guy like Jerome Ford that give me 6 points a game. I need much more than that. 0 or 20. I want a guy that gets me 0 or 20. If anyone has any questions, real life, fantasy, whatever, I'll answer them. I know a little bit about fantasy. The team kind of sucks. There goes Nick Chubb at 183. See, I would think that the news would drop his ADP because we were hoping and praying that he goes to a good spot where he has a chance to compete for the starting job and all those things, and he does not have that with the Texans. So you're drafting. It's not even a committee back in my mind. It's an insurance back, and his talents, as much as I love Nick Chubb, I think he's kind of just a guy now. Give me one more beer, or I'll show you on camera.
No.
In your sexy outfit. See, that's what these people are staying around to watch the sexy girl. You show more cleavage. That would help. All right, what we got in here? Dimey Brown, Blake Corum. What do I need more? I need a third tight end too. It's got to be Chikakonkwo. It's got to be Chick. Taking him and whoever falls. Thank you. I don't know if I like taking 3 tight ends in this squad, but that may be a big mistake. We'll see. One more back and one more receiver. It'll be a 2-6-7-3 build. I went receiver pretty early on, so I kind of hate this team, honestly. I've been hating a lot of my teams recently. There was a stretch where I liked every team, and most people like every team they draft. I'm not one of those. Blake Corum, bust of last year. He was definitely a bust of last year, and he's a forgotten man this year. His role hasn't changed. They brought in, the fuck's this guy's name? Is he already drafted? I forget his name. Jaquez Hunter or some shit. He's more of a scat back, and yeah, Blake Corum. Why would they ever play Blake Corum over Kyren Williams? Because they're the same player. So why would you do that? Sean McVay doesn't do that. But Blake Corum, I still think is a better player than Kyren.
The gazebo.
Gazebo, yeah. I'm going to take Blake Corum. I need the upside at running back. And then the last pick's going to be a wide receiver. As much as I wanted to take Dimey Brown, I have options. As long as Tutu falls back to me, I'll be happy. A couple other guys I like. Yeah. Blake level. He's a good player. And I know Kyren Williams sucks ass, so.
What?
Kyren Williams is a bad player.
I didn't like playing against him.
His fantasy stats are good. He scores a lot of touchdowns and gets 27 touches a game, but he's not a good player. He's small and slow.
Oh.
He's got a lot of heart. That's cool. But he also is injury prone, and Sean McVay gives up his running backs in weird times. Last year was the year you were supposed to do it, but he didn't. We'll see. I just don't think that he can stand up to that workload again. Blake Corum isn't seeing the field, though, unless he gets injured. I understand. I totally understand that. But if Blake Corum's a starter there, or even a 60% share when he gets hurt, Blake Corum's an RB2. They drafted him high for a reason. I don't know what that reason was, and teams make mistakes, but it's all the same regime that drafted Blake Corum. I don't think he showed anything to prove them wrong, that they to say he sucks. He didn't fumble, he wasn't missing meetings, he didn't get injured. So it's a very head scratching pick that they even took him in the first place. But I read into that too much, and I drafted him everywhere last year just because I thought he was going to have a role in the offense, and he did not. And Kyren stayed healthy. But I don't know. It's kind of damning, and whether it's damning on Blake Corum's end or on Kyron Williams on is they drafted another running back this year. So what does that tell you? If they're really happy with Kyron Williams and they just drafted Blake Corum, why are they drafting another guy in the 4th round? Makes no sense. That's a championship-ready team, and you don't draft running backs. They could have brought in a Nick Chubb, but they chose not to. So I don't know. Still a Blake Corum believer. I might be one of the last ones there. It's been 1 year. Wrap this up by taking Tutu Atwell, my favorite late-round pick. The man's going to be on the field a lot. He's going to be running deep a lot, and they have good receivers around him. It's the ultimate best ball guy. Or Roman Wilson. I like both those guys. Sorry, I'm not on the board at all. A little distracted. We'll take Tutu Atwell, round out the team. I think I kind of fucked up by taking 2 tight ends with the same bye without paying attention because I got so excited that Bretton Strange was there, 6 pick. Laporta, Strange, and Okonkwo at tight end. Jefferson, Harrison, Metcalf, Pickens, Shaheed, Kyle Williams, Tutu Atwell at wide receiver. Jacobs, Henderson, Charbonnet, Rashad White, Jalen Wright, and Blake Corum at running back, and Mahomes and Stroud. Not my finest team. It's different, I guess. I don't know if I like it. But we will like the next one. Did I get the likes I needed in the video? I got 2 likes. You know, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a nice guy. And I was probably going to draft another team anyway. But fuck you guys. 2 likes. Maybe it's 3 likes.
There's 3.
It's not fucking 5. Asking for 5 is not a lot.
You got up to 8 people watching, though.
Oh my god.
You did.
Oh my god. Videos that have 2,000 views on here. Not live streams, but... Alright, we're going to do one more of these.
7.
Look at the German Sheppard. Look at this. 8,000 people already in, and it's been... For not even 1 day, it's been active. That is wild. And it's June. Like early June. Is it June? I have no idea what fucking time it is, what day it is. I know. My dog passed away. It was Thursday, I thought. Is it Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday. My dog passed away a year ago on Wednesday. Golden Retriever. I should be doing a Golden Retriever, but a Golden. They just dropped that too, by the way. It's a single entry, $10 contest. I already did my 1 entry. I should have probably saved that for the stream. Although I hated that team. This one will be better. And it would be, I have 6. Okay. I had 4, now I have 6. I actually do like 6. Get Gibbs or CD. Whoa, all right. They want me to do another one. I got to do a 3rd one? If I get up to 10 likes, if I could actually get 10 likes on this video before this draft ends, I will do a 3rd draft.
You can't say that if there's only 6 people.
Well, maybe people will join. Actually, they wouldn't hear this, so then it wouldn't matter. Damn it. Damn it. This sucks. I'm wearing the hat. I got my sleeveless shirt. Look. Can you show some cleavage?
No.
Why?
There's married men in here.
Oh. Well, that's the reason they want to watch this. There's married men.
Shut up.
They don't want to watch this?
Only for you.
Yeah. You missed it. I showed you. It's hard to see because it's just a little thing here.
Stop.
Can't see it anyway. Super small. You can see my head and all that, but Bijan or Gibbs, that's pretty cool. Take either one of those. It'll be Gibbs. Jefferson at 2. Don't do it. Do something stupid. Benizzle. I got Snoop Dogg in this draft. He's high as shit, so. Oh, Bijan at 6. Thanks. He took McCaffrey at 5. That's pretty cool, man. Appreciate you. I take Bijan at 2 or 3. So, all right. See, I said it'd be better. Now, 1 pick can't make it better, but that's I don't know how many people are getting Bijan at 6. That's a fucking crazy, crazy weird pick. I love me some CMC as well, but Wowzers. Genty at 8. Perfect. Now I want these running backs to fucking just go. I have my running back. McCaffrey goes at pick 5. Giving me Bijan at 6. So usually that only happens when I have like the 2nd pick or the 12th pick and nothing matters. That mattered to me because that is a very, very nice fucking pickup.
No, you go.
You don't see that. Have you ever seen that?
I see Bijan go at 1.
Yeah, have you ever seen him go to 6? I think I've seen him at 5, but
And I've gotten pick 6 a lot, and I don't get them.
No, you usually don't even get CeeDee Lamb.
No.
That's cool. Very happy with that. Maybe I can actually make a monster team for once. Who am I kidding? All the Superflex teams I've drafted on here have been great. No, they really have been great. Like, a lot of cool things have happened like that. Recently, the ones I've been drafting on my own, the toilet and the shitter, not been good.
Dave, you're up to 11 right now.
Oh my God, I better get on my A game. Hello, I'm wearing a nice hat. I just got Bijan Robinson at 6. At 6. I repeat, at 6. Thank you to Benizzle. I said it, Snoop Dogg. Drafting Super Stoned. Taking CMC, which actually I love CMC this year, but that just seems like a stupid-ass pick to me. He wants to have a weird combo. You know, the thing is, it's a $5 draft. It's like, dude, just do another one, and maybe you'll get the 10th pick, and you can get CMC. Don't give someone value. Don't give someone value. Lad McConkey before me. I still have A-Chain in the queue and A.J. Brown. Gross. We're taking A-Chain. One running back. Different than usual, but the best value on the board, and then just probably 4 or 5 straight receivers.
No, you're at 8.
That's what I'm looking at. Thank you. I can see, you know.
Okay.
Not like every time I just have to click on my face here, I get to see things.
Maybe go to 7 right now.
I'm going to show your cleavage.
Someone said
No,
something-
don't do that.
Someone said something to you.
Draft Stone, and it'll be the best team you've ever drafted. No, I don't smoke weed anymore, Ben, so it would be the worst. But as a really experienced pothead my whole life, I do love weed. Maybe I should draft sober.
Yeah. No, you do that.
I do? That's why your teams are so much better, because I draft your team sober and I draft my teams drunk. Damn it. Let's see if I can make this count here. Take the running backs. I don't want to have to take Chase Brown. I'm going to fucking take him if he's there, though. She Rice is just screaming up draft boards. Much as I love Mahomes, I'm still not a Rasheed Rice guy. I don't know what it's going to take for you to be a Rasheed Rice guy.
I'm a Rasheed Rice guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a guy.
Look at this guy. Barkley, Taylor, Chase Brown. That is formidable. But I feel like that's... I would have taken him at 30 and gone 3 straight. I just don't like that one 3 straight. There goes Rasheed Rice. And I'm going to take Tyreek Hill. Feels gross. It is gross. But I need some upside there at receiver. Big boom weeks. A lot of bust weeks. He does like to bust. The guy has got like 8 kids. Anyways.
What's that noise?
The dog's chewing on something. What did my boy... Yeah, see, Benizzle... He's Brock Bowers actually after ADP there, but I hate taking early tight end. And Rasheed Rice. Ugh, that team is disgusting. Now he's probably high laughing at me wearing this hat and saying my team's disgusting. I do like a bagel with, I'm guessing it's bagel with cheese or something. What is it? Bagel with ham. That's strange. CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, and Terry McLaurin. That is a baller-ass. I do like that. I went with the running back route. We will see how it goes. Is there a quarterback? I'm looking at 43, so there's a chance I get Jade Daniels here. I would consider that. Or do I just stick with Mahomes again? But My God, I need receivers. Nope. Travis Hunter, you don't go on any queue ever. Nope. You're unqueuable. He's not very cute. God, the jokes are bad. You know, I've had some funnier jokes before, but I'm kind of getting my groove back. Zay Flowers at 37. You got to be fucking shitting me. You got to be fucking shitting me. Zay Flowers just went 14 spots ahead of Zay. Someone took Zay Flowers at 37. That is wild.
I think it's just me in here.
I'm just talking to you? Is this like I talk to you now?
Yep.
Oh. Hello.
Hi.
Cool. So not talk to the phone anymore? Even though this is going to go on YouTube, so I have to.
Yeah.
I got to keep talking. I don't have to. I could just
Everyone
take a
ditched
stand.
you.
I know. And I got a good team going and shit.
Now you have 6. Now 6.
I had a really good team going, and then, you know, one ditches me. Zay Flowers at 37 is unreal. I get you want the correlation with Lamar Jackson, but you got to understand someone might take Lamar Jackson and get him at 42 and then get Zay Flowers at 50, whatever, and they're going to have the same correlation, and you're going to be losing a player. So you can't reach to have your stack. That's the point. You can't. Not that much. DJ Moore is available. Kyron Williams is available. And as much as I talk shit about Kyron Williams, Jesus. 10 picks, huh? No, he just went, so I don't have to take him. Okay. Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. I really want to take DK Metcalf, but I am going to take Devonta Smith here. Not a fan of him, but the chance of getting Hurts with the next pick makes that make a little bit of sense. Because Jaden Daniels is still on the board. So, both them in there. Devontae. Some stupid name. I don't know how they name their people. Talk about the Eagles. I don't know how the Eagles name their people. That's a damn Kurt Angle cowboy hat. Yeah. It's kind of a fedora. I don't know what the hell it is. It's not something I would wear. It was a gift. A dear friend of mine that rocked it with a bandana underneath it. So I figure if he could do it, and it fits me really well. I have a kind of like a smaller head, and I don't know. It's really cool, and like I want to show my receding hairline. So yeah, I'm rocking it. Travis Hunter at 48. Gross. I just don't understand. Love. So we know what he's gonna fucking actually be playing, what position. They offered you like 8 points per pick in this. That'd be pretty cool. Jalen Hurts is still available. George Kittle is still available.
I love Kittle.
I can't take Waddle. Just can't do it. Because I already have. What did my dude take? Oh, he hasn't drafted yet. No, he's probably doing something stupid. Do not take Jalen Hurts here. That son of a bitch. He probably did something to fuck my ass. We are going to go with. I'm going to double stack this. I have to get to it now. I have Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And Devon A-Chain. So this is a Dolphins team here. So I got a nice break by getting Bijan at 6, and I turned it into a Dolphins team. Gross. Absolutely gross. I have pick 139. That is going to guarantee me to 15 picks early. That is going to have to happen. That is a way to win. You advance and you have the quarterback, the running back that catches passes, and 2 of the receivers. And the Dolphins end up scoring 45 points. Can you go look and see who the Dolphins play week 17? Babe?
Yeah, I got you.
You got me? It's probably going to be like the Steelers or something. I'll laugh.
Week 17.
I don't like looking at that. People look at that, yeah. Who the Dolphins play?
The Bucks.
At
home.
Wow. That's really good. That's actually really good. Buccaneers, great matchup. Bad defense, score a lot of points. All right. Other problem is I can't stay healthy anymore. My bad, guys. I am rude, yeah. Thanks. Joe Mixon at 58. He has been falling since the Nick Chubb news. I don't actually agree with that, but all right, we're going in on the Dolphins in this team. Oh man, I'm kind of disappointed with what I did after that. Start with Bijan.
Why are you looking at week 17?
Because I'm going all in on the Dolphins, and week 17 is the championship week in these tournaments.
Oh.
So like, if they were playing the Steelers or some shit, like no. Or the Jets, or someone that has like a bad offense and a pretty good defense, you're not scoring 40. You have no reason to score 40 points. But against the Buccaneers, see, I actually knew that all along. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm just going all in on the fucking Dolphins.
Oh, you knew that?
I knew it. Joe Burrow is still available.
I love
Now,
that.
I'm going to take him at 67 if he falls without any correlation. I'm going to do it. And there are still some stud receivers here. Just queuing these dudes. Sam Laporta, too early there. We'll see. Receiver run is incoming.
Hey, now you got 5 likes.
5 likes. I need 10 likes to do another video, though, so whoever's watching. I will do one more draft if we can get up to 10 likes. If it's like 8 or 9, I might do it. Last time I didn't even ask for any likes or anything, and I don't like to pander, and I ended up doing 4 of these. It was a 2-hour and 30-minute fucking live stream. I was doing it till like 1 in the morning. Story hasn't even joined in on here. He'll probably like it. The fuck, Story? You son of a bee.
He's a batch.
Yeah, he's Jack Batch. If you don't know the Jack Batch story.
He's here? He said I'm here.
Oh, hey, Story. Hi, I was calling you Jack Batch. You know the Jack Batch story? His brother died in the New Orleans terrorist attack with the car.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's a good story. We're going to take Joe Burrow if he's here. If he's available.
You said LOL. Because you called him a batch.
I called him a batch. This might be one of the weirdest teams I've ever drafted. So it'll be a Joe Burrow, and then I'm waiting on Tua. Regardless of what falls to me. Because I think I have to do it with all these fucking Dolphins I have on my goddamn team.
He said, yeah, not great story.
Not great story? As in, like, you're not great, or the story isn't great? It's kind of an inspirational story. Like, his brother played football in college, and he looked up to his older brother, and he's dead. He's, I don't know. It's okay. So anyways, we have a Dolphins team here. I didn't even realize that. I didn't think I had A-Chain. I took Tyreek, and then I took Waddle, not realizing I had those guys, even though I got Bijan at 6. So we're going to have to kind of just dive into this Dolphins thing, and for this Week 17 matchup against the Buccaneers, which is amazing. But Tua will probably be in a nursing home by then, is the one problem. If not, I mean, I don't know, or McDaniel's fired. Like, there's a lot of different things that can go wrong here. But you play fantasy for the things that can go right. Up in 5 picks, up in 4 picks. Look at the team. Let's look at it this way.
Someone said hi to you.
Oh.
Is that Matt?
Matt Henry. I don't think his last name is Henry.
Oh. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. How you doing, Matt? You seem like a really nice guy.
Have fun with
My
it.
wife thinks that you're hot.
Whoa. I don't think
Where are you from, man? She does house calls.
No, wait. Okay. Yep.
You wouldn't? Oh,
Go
come
to the
on.
car now.
Come on. Yeah, see? You gotta know where you're going first. Come on, Ricky Pearsall. Come on, Ricky Pearsall. Fall to me, Ricky Pearsall. Who else I like? Need to get a break after some of my mistakes here. Benizzle is usually just making dumb mistakes. Okay, there goes Monty. Benizzle only has 2 receivers. He also is Snoop Dogg, and he's high. So, yes! There it is. Okay, I'm liking this now. I am liking this now. Pearsall is our 4. Bijan and A-Chain and Joe Burrow. We are liking this one. I'm into it. I'm really into this. I have to drink some more beer.
6 people like it.
6 people like it. You have to 10 likes to do another video.
What's 7 people in it?
I'm just saying. I am so cheap. Imagine if I was a whore.
Oh God.
I'd fucking suck a dude. I'd pay a dude.
You would go do house calls and you'd make me take over.
Oh yeah, I'd be paying dudes to suck them off.
Ew, shut up.
Well, if I was a girl, I'd be into guys then, right? I know it's different because girls have respect themselves.
Someone asked you a
But
question.
you doing a 4-team draft? No, but is it my team looks like it's a 4-team draft? Is it a compliment?
No, because it's a small screen, maybe.
Oh, my bad, bro. That's what it is. No, I'm doing it on my phone because I'm Amish. You didn't see the hat? Yeah, I'm Amish.
No, you're not.
Well, yeah, I don't have electricity. My boys watch me for my content, my team, and my very, very, very lame jokes. So I'll try to keep up on the board for you guys. Let's take a look at some of these teams. Look at this guy. He has 5 receivers. 12 team. He has Nico Collins, Brian Thomas, Zay Flowers, Juwan Jennings, Chris Olave. I do like those players. And Lamar. He does not have a running back. But he took Zay Flowers like 15 picks ahead of ADP, which I am not a fan of that. Now he takes Pacheco as his first running back, which I kind of dig, and then Abuka, which is a waste of a pick, bro. You already have 5 receivers? And that's way early. Not a fan. Not a fan. Take someone else. So how do you charge your phone? Oh, Matt Henry, he's very smart. You know how they have those ports for charging like electric cars? That's how I charge my. I'm not. That's how I charge my phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or no, like I actually do have those portable chargers, the things you charge and then you charge your phone like when I'm golfing. But this one's very astute. He's Matt Henry. He's very smart. Where are you from, Matt? Let me guess. Boston? A lot of really smart people in Boston. I feel like that's like the education capital of the country. Somewhere up there in the Ivy League. If you can't see, there's lights on here. Not candlelight, although we do have a lot of candles lit, typically. We're at 91 here. Aaron Jones or Brian Robinson? I really hate Aaron Jones. I don't know why, and I like Josh Downs too. Hawkinson's available. I got a lot of options. Who do I take? I got Pearsall as my 4. Is that Brian Robinson that went? Man.
Oh, is that your cookie?
I just can't take Aaron Jones. I just can't do it. I won't do it. I can't do it. Taking Hawkinson. I don't know how I feel about him this year. I just know it's going to be a good offense. Technically a rookie back. Now, man, maybe Aaron Jones falls back to me. Nope, I am up in 9 picks. What the fuck am I doing? I'm from the federal penitentiary. Well, there's one federal one, or that's cool. Well, welcome. Welcome in. Keon Coleman, Rashid Shaheed. Queuing some dudes I like. Tyron Tracy would actually be nice, so it's gotta be. Probably need some running backs here. Well, I like my top 2, so I don't actually need to. I can keep on pushing this and push for wide receivers here. Team Chirac. What do I do? Do I take my 3rd running back? Do I take a 5th receiver? I'm not taking a quarterback until Tua at 139. I have my tight end. I think I take Tyrone Tracy. Watching that film really opened my eyes. 103. Yeah. We're going to take Tracy. And technically, you could see 5 teams on here. It's like 4.5. All right, look at the team. Bijan, A-Chain, Tyreek, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, Joe Burrow, Ricky Pearsall, T.J. Hawkins, and Tyron Tracy. Tracy's my 3. Pearsall's my 4. I got Hawkins and Burrow. Pretty well-rounded. I really need to focus on getting Tua here. That's like the ultimate like quadruple stack that they need to score 40 points, and that would be a really good team. Or Tua gets hurt, and my team is officially dead. So you gotta love banking your best ball team on the health of a fucking vegetable. But that's what it takes to win these tournaments, right? Typically not the way I draft. I draft a little safer just to kind of advance, and shit falls your way. You could maybe get like top 10 or something, but this has the making of a winner or a like 8th place in this specific 12-team league. All that being said, I got Bijan at 6, so that's hilarious that I made this team into this kind of hit or miss type of thing. There goes Caleb at 104, Bo Nix at 106. I'm not going to hit that goal. I need to do another one. What am I going to do? Sleep on the couch?
Yep.
Yeah? I want to sleep on the couch. I don't want to be a pirate. You know what that's from?
No.
What? Come on, Seinfeld. Jesus.
You want to be? Okay.
I don't want to be a pirate. You look like a pirate. Very disappointed in you. This guy got a second running back as Najee Harris, Mark Andrews. He's going all in on this Raven stack. Let's look at my my buddy. Whoops. Sorry about that. I'm going to go active. Whoops, here's all my slow drafts. It's this one, 3 picks away. Where's my buddy at? Snoop Dogg here. Burden, Downs, Golden, Jacoby Myers. He's made up his receivers. A couple I don't like there. Shaheed is still available. There is no way he falls to me. Whatever, I'll take Kyle Williams anyway. I will shit my pants if I get Shaheed. Come on. Give me that Shaheed. Yes. I was going to take him the last round. That's what happens. Things fall. You like that. Now I got Shaheed as my 5. Pearsall as my 4. It's rounding into shape, folks. Hawkinson, I could wait at tight end and take 1 late Y with Hawkinson and just bank on him being serviceable, as he should be, as tight end 7 off the board. Or no, tight end 5 off the board, pardon me. Wow, okay. Now, I would take Kyle Williams or Bateman. Only 2 receivers I would take. We're looking at Stevenson, Spears, Davis, Benson. Quarterback until 139. So I have 1 more pick before I have to take Tua. No one's going to reach on Tua. I have every possible Dolphins player you'd want besides Jonnu Smith. I could do the Jonnu Smith thing, but he's probably already gone. Look at this. 2 quarterbacks go before and after me, my last pick. Herbert, Purdy, Fields, and Prescott. And then Drake May goes. So that's kind of the 10th round is kind of the quarterback sweet spot. Those are a lot of, I love all those quarterbacks. Caleb in the 9th, like that is the sweet spot. I got Burrow in the 6th. But you're getting some pretty big upside. Season-long upside, weekly upside. I feel like his rushing upside is better than people think. It's been a little lackluster recently. These quarterbacks are going. I still have 4 guys until Tua. So I'm doing a draft right now too. That's crazy. Ah, you're not in. Okay, you're not in this one. So you got the Dolphins thing going on there. Cole Edgar, Edgar Cole. Edgar Cole sounds cooler than Cole Edgar, doesn't it? Uh, taking Tajay Spears here. I need one more high upside kind of stash running back to round this one out. But I have to take Tua. I tied myself to Tua at 139. What's my next pick after that? 163. Could I go crazy and push it? If there's still Penix on the board, I might push it. I think that'd be stupid. But sometimes, it's the Austin Powers quote of I also like to live dangerously. Sometimes you want to live a little dangerously. CJ Stroud at 129. I just love that value. Josh Allen and CJ Stroud. I just love that value. I really do. We'll see if I can push it and get to a lot of these teams have two quarterbacks. Let's look around me what it's looking like. Snoop Dogg has Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. This guy's got Jaden and Dak Prescott. Third team has just Jordan Love. This guy's got Kyler Murray. That's not looking good. So two teams have one quarterback in front of me. So there is just no way they're not taking Tua. Kyler does not have a Week 12 bye. Jordan Love is a Week 5 bye. Man, that sucks. For all I know, someone's going to fucking take him. Fuck. Give me that Tua. No way he's falling back in the next round. I can't be making decisions like that. Cade's available. Man, it'd be nice if I didn't tie myself into the fucking Dolphins. I could have taken some. One pick. Man, McCarthy is there. There's just no way he's calling back to me. Trey Benson's available. I'm pushing it. I'm taking Trey Benson. I'm pushing it. Come on, Tua. Last Tua. Whole draft depends on this because I love Trey Benson so much I couldn't live without him. Really fucking stupid. I know McCarthy's going to one of these guys. Come on. You know what? I think a lot of people are taking Bryce Young over Tua, and in a vacuum, I kind of am too. If there's no correlation. There goes McCarthy. I'll be devastated if it happens. If I can get him coming back, well, that sucks. That son of a bitch did it. Well, I should have waited. Now I'm just speechless. Took him 9 over ADP. Why ahead of ADP? Why? Why, separate knob? Why? Okay, well, you know what? I'll just start taking... I'll wait on quarterback even more. I'll take fucking Cam Ward the next round, or I'll take Daniel Jones. Maybe stick by your plan. Didn't stick by the plan. I had the plan. Now I just think I'm going to roll with one quarterback and just... Disappointed. Very disappointed. Should have tried to just wait on Trey Benson. Because someone just took Algier. Ouch. Rookie mistake. Can't do that. We are going to take Leggett here. And I really hope I can get... What buy does he have? Buy 10. Okay. I can't even take Cam Ward. Fabulous. One of these guys needs to fall back. One of them has to fall back. Well, I did share up my running back room, if that means anything to anyone. Because having Trey Benson as my 5 allows me not to take another one. I do love that. But it was probably not worth missing out on Tua. That just really grinds my gears. God damn it. When in doubt, I could have just taken Rachaad White. He would have been there. I would have been fine. Greedy. That's what happens. Man. That's what happens. It's all right. Joe Burrow's anchoring that quarterback room most of the year. Can't drop a 35 bomb week 17 anyway. Or it's not going to make a big difference. But I do need a second quarterback. And actually, like I said, in a vacuum, Bryce Young and Matt Stafford, I have over Tua anyway. So I just don't know for the league winning upside in these tournaments to not have that stack. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I'm taking Stafford then Young. You know what? I don't even want you, Geno Smith. You're getting off there. Give me Matt Stafford. I want my Matt Stafford. Here's the squad so far. Love the receiver room. Still only have the one tight end, but I'm done at running back. I'm going to roll with that. And I think I'm going to just take one more tight end if I can get someone like a Conquo. Well, I'm getting one of my 2 quarterbacks, so this wasn't... Should I push it again? I don't think I'm going to. This is the time I actually should have pushed it, but I'm not going to. We are going to take... Who do I take? Well, he's taking a quarterback here, so I'll take whoever he doesn't take. He took Geno Smith. Wow. I'm going to take Bryce Young. Rushing upside, more so than Stafford. Give me that. Done at quarterback. Done at running back. Cedric Tillman is still fucking available. Yeah, I love the Bryce Young pick. I actually like Bryce Young over Tua in general. I'd say it's close, but all the Dolphins players I had, that's just, the way to win these tournaments is to have that crazy correlation, but it's all good. You live and learn. He did take him well ahead of ADP, and he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do it. And now he takes Sam Darnold. So he has Kyler, Tua, and Sam Darnold. He could have waited. He should have waited because he didn't need Tua. And he could have taken Bryce Young 2 rounds later, which I definitely like 2 rounds later. So joke's on me, but joke's on him. Now I need my second tight end. I don't like, I mean, Alec Pierce would be great. Tua's brain is scrambled, and I understand that. But do I take his second? Not a guy I take a lot, but and I have Hawkinson for most weeks. I'll take that. 3 picks left. I've not drafted a receiver. I have 6. So I need at least 2 receivers. 2 more. Question is, do I go third tight end or do I go 6th? So we'll see if any of these fellas fall through. I don't think this team. K-Dot at 177, my boy. My fucking boy. This is probably it for me, fellas, for the night. Like I said, if I got 10 likes, I would do a third one. Did not get it. Didn't ask for too much. Is that asking for too much? You can't like it twice, story. Justice Hill. That's a pretty savvy pick. Although I'm still kind of a believer in, what the hell's his name? Keaton Mitchell. Says he's back healthy. Reports are good. But they do like them some Justice Hill there in Baltimore. I think I wait on the tight ends. If they fall, they fall. I think I take Dimey Brown. Actually, no, I'm taking Yoshi. I got Joe Burrow. I need some more Bengals in my life. Yoshi, and then hopefully Tutu can fall. Guy's taking the whole fucking clock. Take the whole clock to take Dalton Schultz, who I do like. But come on, bro. Nope. Okay, I'm going 2 tight ends. Comfortable with these guys? Not really, but Shipley's there. I think these 5 are fine. Try to get some upside dudes with Yoshi and Tutu. Trey Benson better fucking hit this year because I sacrificed my life for that guy. Like, many drafts I reached on this dude. Like him as a player. 6 likes is practically 10. Cottontail, what's up, man? 6 lives is 10. If I can get up to 8, give me 8. 6 is not 10. God damn it, don't talk me into it. I might have to do it. We're not talking 600 to 1,000. It's 4 short. It's 40% short. $5 drafts. Jesus, man. I could just skip fucking lunch tomorrow. I can afford to do that. Like, physically. Pretty fat. Miro Douglas. A guy I've kind of just been overlooking. Just watched Drake May's film today, and Douglas popped. Popped Douglas. Very, very good player. Question is, I think I go Danny Brown ahead of Tutu. I have so much Tutu in my life, I can afford to miss on him in a draft or two. Let's go, Diami Brown. All in all, I actually do like this squad. A lot of Dolphins. Bijan, A-Chain. Actually, let's do this. I'll try to pick. I'll show you the actual team. Well, he took Daniel Brown. I'm taking Tutu. And then I might back it up with Burton. Oh, fucking Burton. Although I'll take Roman Wilson ahead of him just because I love Roman Wilson. I think he has a really good chance to be an every down player. I don't know what that means. I don't think they're bringing in Alan Lazard. If they bring in Alan Lazard, Roman Wilson's dead. But I think Alan Lazard's just done with the whole Aaron Rodgers experiment, which he should be because it's fucking bullshit. Burton. I could take Coker, actually, because I do have Bryce Young. I do like Jalen Coker. I just love Leggett so much. I do have Leggett on this team, so I'm still hopeful for Amari Cooper to find somewhere. Hopefully it's a better landing spot than Nick Chubb had, because death spot for everyone considered. Not going to do anything. Might take a little bit of juice away from Mixon, but it's not going to be beneficial for Nick Chubb to be a fantasy player again. It was a good run, Nick. We'll keep Coker up there first. Push him up. There we go. Like that. We like that. Stream's been going on an hour and a half. Well, I did 4 the last time. That was a little much. Just running out of fucking steam. Blake Corum, 205. Love that pick. How many running backs does this dude have? Does not have many. Pacheco, Harris, Davis, Bigsby, Justice Hill. You know, that's a team I would draft. I'll put my approval. He has not taken a receiver in a long. Look at that stretch. No receivers. Puka 85 is too high. Joe Burrow and Bryce Young. Got Bijan, A-Chain, Tyrone Tracy, Tajay Spear, Trey Benson, Tyreek, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Pearsall, Rashid Shaheed, Leggett, Yoshi, and Tutu, and Hawkinson and Gesicki. I'm just going to check this tight end situation here. Nobody I like. Noah Gray's a guy I take here and there as a tight end handcuff, because I think Noah Gray would be a tight end 1 if Kelsey ever got hurt, which should happen one of these years, right? I just want to look at the projection, and I am signing off. I got to get some R&R in. These guys are going to take an hour to take these last picks. Elijah Arroyo. This guy's team. Actually, I like the squad right here. So, some of my guys. Again, taking a third tight end when you have George Kittle is just... It's not good. You don't need to do that. If George Kittle gets hurt or doesn't perform, your team's fucked anyway. So don't do it. It's a tournament, man. Come on, brah. Come on, brah. Guy takes the whole clock. He probably set his cue and logged off. You know, that's rude for the rest of us in here. So it'll take Theo Johnson too. See where I'm at. 2750. That is a really low projection. I hate these projections. There's one guy at 3,000. That's Snoop Dogg at 3,000 because he took 4 quarterbacks. The projections love that. He has 4 running backs though. Bro. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, fuck that. One last look at the team. Joe Burrow, Bryce Young, Bijan, A-Chain, Tyrone Tracy, Spears, Benson. There's the receiver room. It's plentiful. Hawkinson and Gesicki. Yeah. We'll just wrap this up with showing you the team I drafted earlier. If I can find it. I can't. I'm logging off. I gotta roll. Good day to everyone.